you can't really fail at it unless you buy the wrong stock or just get excited at the wrong time. And I would like to just spend just a couple of minutes giving you a little perspective on how you might think about investments as opposed to the tendency to focus on what's happening today or even this minute as you go through. And to help me in doing that, I'd like to go back through a little personal history, and we will start. I have here a New York Times of March 12th, 1942. I'm a little behind on my reading. And if you go back to that time, it was just about 3 months since we got involved in a war which we were losing at that point. The newspaper headlines were filled with bad news from the Pacific, and I've taken just a couple of the headlines from the days preceding March 11th, which I'll explain. It's kind of a momentous day for me. And so you can see these headlines. We've got slide 2 up there, I believe. And we were in trouble, big trouble, in the Pacific. It was only going to be a couple months later that the Philippines fell, but here we were getting bad news. We might go to slide 3 for March 9th. I hope you can read the headlines anyway. The price of the paper is 3 cents, incidentally. Let's see, we've got March 10th up there, a slide. When I get to this advanced technology of slides, I want to make sure I'm showing you the same thing that I'm seeing in front of me. So anyway, on March 10th, when again, the news was bad. Foe clearing path to Australia. And it was like, the stock market had been reflecting this. And I'd been watching a stock called City Service Preferred Stock, which had sold at $84 the previous year. It had sold at $55 the year before, early in January, 2 months earlier. And now it was down to $40 on March 10th. So that night, despite these headlines, I said to my dad, I think I'd like to pull the trigger. And I'd like you to buy me three shares of City Service Preferred the next day. And that was all I had. I mean, that was my capital accumulated over the previous 5 years or thereabouts. And so my dad the next morning bought 3 shares. Well, let's take a look at what happened the next day. Let's go to the next slide, please. And it was not a good day. The stock market, the Dow Jones Industrials broke 100 on the downside. Now, they were down 2.28%, as you see, but that was the equivalent of about a 500-point drop now. So I'm in school wondering what is going on, of course. Incidentally, you'll see on the left side of the chart, the New York Times put the Dow Jones Industrial Average below all the averages they calculated. They had their own averages, which have since disappeared, but the Dow Jones has continued. So the next day, we can go to the next slide, and you will see what happened. The stock that was at 39, my dad bought my stock right away in the morning because I'd asked him to, my 3 shares. And so I paid the high for the day. That 38 and a quarter was my